The Trump administration says it is working to comply with a federal court order to fully fund SNAP benefits this month. The announcement was made via memo sent to states by the Agriculture Department, which oversees SNAP. At the same time, the administration is still fighting the order from a federal judge, which ruled Thursday the Trump administration fully fund the program by today. CBS News White House reporter Aaron Navarro joining us to hopefully make sense of all this. So what does this mean for people who need these benefits?
Lindsay, good evening. It means that some of them could see these benefits for the month in full appear as soon as today. At least that's what we're hearing from multiple governor's offices in Oregon and Pennsylvania, where Governor Shapiro's office said that they were able to issue out SNAP benefits in full for November as of this morning. New York Governor Kathy Hochul, a Democrat, said her state's residents will be able to receive and access SNAP benefits in full for November starting on Sunday. Now, this memo to states from the Agriculture Department said that they are working throughout the day to complete the processes necessary to essentially hand the ball over to the states to get then disperse the SNAP funds to their residents. Prior to this, the administration was saying in court that they could only do up to 65% of SNAP benefits, as they in several states said that a partial dispersing of funds would also take time due to recalculations in the system. The federal judge that spurred all of this in Rhode Island essentially said that that's not a good excuse and said that the administration should tap into other contingency funds to make the funding available in full for the month. We have reached out to the Agriculture Department to see if that's what they did earlier today.
Aaron, the president also addressed the issue of affordability. What did he say?
He pointed to the inflation rate and gas prices being lower during his term than during his predecessor, Joe Biden's. And he repeatedly referenced a Walmart Thanksgiving meal bundle being 25% less this year compared to last year, though he admitted the fact that there are less food items in this year's bundle. And his talk about affordability from the Democratic candidates who saw success on the ballot box in 2025 was, quote, a con job. Take a listen to more of what he had to say.
If you look at affordability, which they campaigned on, they lied because they talked about, oh, prices are up. No, prices are down under the Trump administration, and they're down substantially. Energy prices are down by 30, 35, 40%. Gasoline is way down. And the other big thing is inflation is way down.
And this week, President Trump acknowledged the shutdown hurt his party during this Tuesday's elections and said that Republicans should end the filibuster so that he can pass more of his agenda's bills, which he believes will be popular with voters ahead of the 2026 congressional midterms.
Aaron Navarro, thank you.